Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cleveland Browns franchise. I'm your host Husker Eurocat, and today the Browns, in a successful attempt at winning their first playoff game, have made it to the Divisional round where they play the Kansas City Chiefs. In our last episode, the Browns played the Oakland Raiders on Wild Card Weekend, and for the second time this season sent the Raiders home with a crushing loss, 27-6. The Raiders were able to gain more yardage than the Browns, but in stats that really count, the Browns came up big, having better trips to the red zone, turnovers, and time of possession. All that helped the Browns put 27 on the board and kept the ball out of the hands of Derek Carr and that Raider offensive attack. Today, the Browns must overcome the Chiefs in a bid for a trip to the AFC Conference Championship. Kansas City has a monster running game, and the Browns defense has been having a tough time against running teams. On the flip side, the Browns have an air attack that is second to none in the NFL, and it will only be enhanced because back in action this week is Breshad Perriman. He's missed half the season, but still had enough of an impact on the NFL that he's the AFC's number 2 wide receiver in the Pro Bowl behind Antonio Brown. The big question is, after being out for so long, can he have a meaningful impact for the Browns in this game against the Chiefs? For some pregame thoughts from the field, let's go to our sideline reporter, Eurocat Baby.
It's a little bit different than what the conditions were in Cleveland last week, but it's still pretty chilly down here all the same. 25 degrees here at game time and projected to drop as the game goes on. But at least the forecast is for fair skies, so there shouldn't be any ice or snow to contend with. Now, as far as Breshad Perriman is concerned, the Browns are very confident that he's fully recovered from his broken collarbone and that he'll be able to have a positive role in this game. Coach Bettini said that he was glad that Travis Benjamin was waiting in the wings to back him up, and some good things happened while he played in Breshad's place. But he's very pleased to have him back since he was under the impression that Breshad was going to be gone for the season. He said that he has been very pleased with the performance of rookie Josh Jones, who, as you know, is filling in for the injured Tashawn Gibson. He said that he isn't expecting Tashawn to be back this season, but then again, he wasn't expecting Breshad back either. Andy Reid said that his Chiefs squad is up for this game, and he's looking forward to seeing his running attack in action. He feels that if he can exploit the defensive line of the Browns, they should be able to play a good game.
Well, all I know is that the defense is going to have to do something spectacular to stop Jamal Charles. The Chiefs won the toss, elected to take the ball, and they have it first in this ball game from their own 23-yard line, and it's Jamal Charles up the middle for a 6-yard gain. On second down, Breeze gives off to Charles again, and he barely gets past the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 4. Breeze gives off to Davis. That's Niall Davis, and he is gone. The 30-yard line, and finally stopped by Brandon Spikes at the 23-yard line. On first down, the give is to Charkandrick West, and he's up the middle for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Breeze pitches back to Charles, and he has lots of room, and he's fighting into the end zone. He broke the plane on a last effort as he's corralled by Barkevius Mingo. A 19-yard scamper up the left side and into the end zone for the Chiefs' first score of the day. Cairo Santos is on for the extra point, and he misses it. No good, off to the right. 6-0 the score, and the Browns have it at the 19-yard line, and Robert Turbin barely gets by the line of scrimmage, a half yard maybe. Stafford back to pass and completes it to Gordon for the first down. Out to the 32-yard line. Stafford rolling right, hits Hopkins for another first down out at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Stafford throws, and it's intercepted by Eric Berry. Matt Stafford throws way off the mark of Gary Barnage and into the hands of a waiting Eric Berry, and he's back to the 49-yard line. Still in their own territory and finally taken down by Joe Thomas. And on 2nd and 9 from midfield, Breeze hands off to Charles, and he's up the middle for probably about 3 or 4. 3rd and 6. Breeze fakes the handoff and throws to DeAnthony Thomas, complete inside the 35 of the Browns. Now from the 33.5-yard line, it's Charkandrick West, and he is taken down by Joe Hayden and Dante Whitner. And Joe Hayden is down. He's injured his hip. We'll have to find out how that injury is going to impact the Browns. West runs off the left side, and he has a first down to the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, Breeze drops back to pass, and he completes it to Travis Kelce for a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1 from the 12-yard line, and Charles gets it easily up the middle. Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line, it's 1st and goal. Breeze back to pass, throws complete to DeAnthony Thomas inside the 5. Now on 3rd and goal from the 5, Davis doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score 6-0, Kansas City. Now let's go to Eurocat Baby on the sideline.
An update on the condition of cornerback Joe Hayden is that over the years of taking impacts, he's developed issues with hip bursitis. The hit that he took a few plays ago aggravated it, and he may be out for the game. They're working on him, but things don't look real positive at this point. For now, Jaron Hosley and Vernon Hargreaves will be in the lineup for the Browns.
I guess all we can do is hope for the best with Joe Hayden. Here at the start of the second quarter, Santos is on for a chip shot, and it is absolutely through the middle. 9-0. 2nd and 11. Stafford and company. Can they come back? And it's thrown long and complete to Brashad Perriman at the 25-yard line of the Chiefs. And now I think we can stop worrying about the impact that Brashad Perriman is going to have, because he is spectacular. The Browns now have it deep inside Kansas City territory at the 25-yard line. Barnage goes in motion. The give is to Mostert, and he has a first down and more inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Browns inside the 8-yard line. And Mostert takes advantage of some spectacular blocking and into the end zone around the left side. Where did this rushing game of the Browns come from? Now within 2 points, it's back in the hands of the Chiefs at the 25-yard line. Breeze gives to Charles, and he has nice yardage up the left side to a first down. At the 36, West carries around the right side for another first down, and he broke the tackle, and he's out in the clear. Touchdown, Charkandrick West. A 64-yard touchdown run. And did you see this? He just kept his feet moving, and Josh Jones didn't stand a chance. And quite honestly, there was some bad tackling on the part of the Browns. 16-7 is their score now. And in the full house set, Stafford goes right and throws right. First down to Malcolm Johnson. Now from the 44-yard line, Stafford gives off to Mostert. He runs over the left side and for a first down inside the 45 of the Chiefs. On the 44-yard line, he gives off to Mostert again, and he has another first down inside the 35-yard line. Now from the 32, Mostert again up the middle, and he's inside the 25 for an 8-yard gain. On second down, the give is to Robert Turbin around the left side, and he gets tripped up, but not before getting a first down himself. At the 18-yard line, it's complete to Malcolm Johnson and out of bounds. The 2-minute warning is upon us, and the score is 16-7. The Chiefs are leading. 2nd and 5. Stafford goes back to pass, and it's complete to Mostert inside the 10-yard line. Now from the 5 on 1st and goal. Stafford back to pass, and it's complete to Mostert in the end zone. Whether it's running or it's passing and receiving, Mostert is getting the job done. Certainly a perfectly timed pass from Matt Stafford doesn't hurt anything. And the Browns are back within 2 points. Kelsey goes in motion. Breeze back to pass. He throws long over the left side, and it's complete to Vincent Jackson just inside Brown territory at the 49. Breeze again completes it to DeAnthony Thomas, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Chiefs. That certainly didn't take Kansas City very much time at all. Dansby just about has Breeze in the backfield for a sack. Justin Gilbert goes for the pick and whiffs, and it's into the end zone for DeAnthony Thomas. So with under a minute to go in the first half, can the Browns score? And Hosley gets a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5. Stafford back to pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Brashad Perriman. Andy Lee on to punt, and DeAnthony Thomas muffs the punt, and it's first down for the Browns at the 20-yard line. He must have taken his eye off the ball for just a split second to see where Johnson Batamosi was going to be. And now it's the Browns' ball. Stafford fakes the Mostert and throws complete to Barnage inside the 10. And Dontari Poe is down and injured. His elbow may be a problem, and we'll find out what that's all about. Stafford is sacked back at the 14-yard line, and it's 3rd and goal. Stafford goes to the right side, and he throws right in. Hosley can't make it, only to the 5-yard line. That brings on Kiimi Fairbairn for a 22-yard chip shot, and it's up and good. And your halftime score is 23-17, Kansas City. Goodness, at first I thought we were in for a Chief domination, but the Browns have been able to make a comeback in this one. Both teams have been 100% in the red zone. It's just getting there and being able to make touchdowns out of the trips. That's the big key at this point. The offenses look to be having a lot of success, but can the defenses come alive and have a strong second half? Welcome back to Arrowhead Stadium and the second half of our game between the Chiefs and the visiting Browns. Before we get there, though, let's get a coach update from Eurocat Baby.
First of all, for KC fans, I've been told that defensive tackle Dontari Poe fell pretty hard on his right elbow and lost feeling for a while in his hand, and that he worked it out and will be back in there for the second half. Also on the KC side of the field, Coach Reed said that if they can continue to have success in the run game, they can play off that and have a very productive second half. Coach Bettini said that he was very pleased with the run game in the first half and plans to try to build off that in the second. He was just a little disappointed that his defense was letting the Chiefs score so fast after their own scores. But they've made some adjustments to the defense, and their hope is that it'll have a good effect in the second half.
Well, let's hope the defenses do something, because there's been an awful lot of scoring going on. For now, let's get back to the action on the field. From the 21-yard line, Stafford pitches back to Turbin, and he has a 5-yard gain out to the 26-yard line. Now it's second down. The give is to Turbin again around the right side, and he is out past the 35-yard line. Now on 2nd and 7, Stafford alone in the backfield, goes right and throws to Benjamin inside the 40-yard line. First down for the Browns. After a 25-yard pass play, Stafford goes back and decides to run, and he takes a hit from Allen Bailey, but gets up nonetheless. On 2nd and 3, the give is to Mostert around the right side, and he has lots of blocking, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Oh, look at that block. I don't know, almost looks like he was sucked into that block. Sometimes Madden can be pretty unforgiving. 24-23, and the Browns have taken the lead. Charles goes up the middle for a 6-yard gain. On 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Breeze throws complete to DeAnthony Thomas. First down. Now from the 42-yard line, Charles goes up the middle, and he has a nice 5-yard gain. From the 47, can the Chiefs convert another 3rd down? No! West is stuffed. So after the punt, Barnage in motion. The give is to Mostert around the left side, and he has lots of room. 40, 50. He's out to midfield. And Denor Cersei appears to have injured his chest, and we'll get an update on that. Stafford rolls to his right and hits Barnage for a first down out past the 40-yard line of the Chiefs. Back to pass again, and Stafford gets sacked. Tamba Hali comes in untouched and makes the play. On 3rd and 20, the pass is complete to Gordon to the 30-yard line, but short of a first down. So that brings out Kaimi Fairbairn for a 47-yard field goal, and it's up and good. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Breeze throws complete to Kelsey over the middle to the 24-yard line. We're going to mark him at the 25. And Macklin does not get the first down, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, 27 for the Browns and 23 for the Chiefs. Now the Browns on 3rd down. We saw 0 for 4, but not on this occasion. That's complete to Brashad Perriman. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Stafford throws again to Perriman. Another first down inside the 40-yard line. Stafford sends Malcolm Johnson in motion, and Mostert goes around the right side inside the 35. 2nd and 6 from the 34, and Turbin gets through the line and has room to run down to the 21-yard line. Now on 2nd and 10, Stafford passes complete to Josh Gordon inside the 5. At the 2-yard line, it's 1st and goal. Mostert punches it in there for the score. Mostert, thinking he was going to have some blocking, has to power his way into the end zone. That makes the score 34-23 Browns. Now Breeze and company from the 25-yard line. It's complete up the right side to Jeremy Macklin, and offsides against Paul Kruger, and that is declined. We have a report from Eurocat Baby.
A quick update on safety. Denoris Cersei's condition is that he just had the wind knocked out of him and will be back in the game the next time the Chiefs' defense takes the field. The Chiefs' offense has been huddled on the sideline trying to come up with a strategy that will win them the game. They're just having a tough time getting anything going since the Browns' defense has stiffened and not let them score here in the second half. The Chiefs are behind, and that isn't a place they like to be.
Well, I think the Browns would beg to differ because they like the Chiefs right where they are. On 2nd down and 10 from their own 38, Breeze goes back to pass, throws, and it's incomplete, knocked away by Justin Gilbert. Can the Chiefs convert? Breeze back to pass, and he throws it into the dirt. He couldn't handle the pressure. 2nd and 7 for the Browns now. Stafford back to pass, throws long, and defensive interference call. Cornerback Steven Nelson, a 24-yard mistake. Stafford goes back to pass and completes it to Perriman on the left side inside the 40-yard line. Now at the 35, the Browns trying to convert, and Johnson could not get it. So a 49-yard field goal by Kaimi Fairbairn is up, and it's good. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning, and the Browns have taken control of this game, 37-23. The Chiefs trying to climb back in this one at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 8. Breeze back to pass, throws complete to Vincent Jackson past the 35-yard line for a first down. Now in the hurry-up offense, Breeze sends Charles in motion and back to pass and throws it into the dirt. The pressure was just too much. Now Breeze in the shotgun. He completes it to Jeremy Maclin. First down at the Brown 31. And in the hurry-up offense, Breeze drawing him to the line, goes back to pass and is sacked. Brandon Spikes gets to him for a 5-yard loss. Still in the hurry-up offense and in the shotgun, Breeze goes back and is almost sacked again, but gets the ball away just in time. So on 3rd and 15, he completes it. No, it's knocked out of his hands. Dante Whitner jars the ball loose. Breeze throws to Charles, and it's a turnover on downs. Now, if the Browns play this right, they could end the ball game with a first down. Stafford gives off to Mostert, and he has a nice gain out to past the 40-yard line for a 7-yard gain. Malcolm Johnson in motion, and Mostert goes to the right side. First down to the 50-yard line. And that brings out the victory formation for the Browns. Stafford takes a couple of knees, and the ball game is over. The score, 37-23. The Browns are victorious and going to the AFC Championship game. Can you believe the offensive production of the Browns in this game? Coach Spattini didn't say so, but from what I can tell, they added a lot of motion to the offense, and that created a lot of confusion in the defense of the Chiefs, not to mention another blocker for the running game. I don't remember the last time that the offense had over 150 yards on the ground, but it happened today. There was no surprise that the Chiefs had as many yards rushing as they did. I was just surprised that it wasn't more than that. And look at the first downs, 20 of them, and only 1 third down conversion. That generally means that the offense is doing pretty good on 1st and 2nd downs, and the Browns were. They really evened out the workflow between the pass and the run. That interception to start the game didn't help things though, but everything came to life for the Browns after that. Matt Stafford had a pretty good game through the air with over 60% complete and 244 yards passing. The real shocker was that running success of our game MVP, Raheem Mostert. 139 yards on 16 carries and 3 touchdowns, followed up by another one in the passing game. Just an awesome day. While Brashad Perriman didn't have a breakout game, he ended up being the top contributor to the passing game with 86 yards on 4 receptions. No touchdowns, but I'm sure that's coming. Another solid performance put in by the defense as they held the Chiefs and that high-powered running game scoreless in the second half. In other action, the Bills were successful against the Steelers, so the Browns will be traveling to Orchard Park to face them for the AFC Championship game. And in the NFC, after the thumping that the Lions gave the Bucs, they will be traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks for the NFC Championship, as the Seahawks were able to outlast the Panthers 20-13. The odds makers are saying that the Bills are a 4-point favorite in this, their second game with the Browns, and that basically tells me that it's kind of even money, because the home team usually gets an advantage just, well, for being the home team. Will the Browns maintain their intensity this time instead of being stopped by the Bills in the second half like last game? Heading up their offense is dual threat quarterback Tyrod Taylor. And the defense, wow, their front seven is awesome to say the least. If the Browns can run against them, they should have a pretty good day. This should be a fun one up the coast of Lake Erie in Buffalo. Remember that the Bills only won the first meeting by 1 point, and the Browns are looking for a bit of revenge. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it as well. And if you would like to be notified when there is a new one, subscribe by clicking on my icon at the end of the video. It's been our pleasure to bring you coverage of the Cleveland Browns beating the Kansas City Chiefs on Divisional weekend. And in our next episode, see the Browns as they travel to Orchard Park and New Era Field as they take on the Buffalo Bills for the AFC title. Until then, for Eurocat Baby, I'm Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.